Hold on, Yoshi. The table set up, man. Gotta get the table set up for the people. The people, Yoshi. Come on, bro. You know better than that. You gotta set up my table before I'm ready. Because we're gonna go live, okay? Stop it, Yoshi. Play. I'm the king. Play, bro. Come on. Play, Yoshi. Oh, we're live. Oh, shit. Whoops! We are live. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I know I need a haircut, so shut up. And I know I need a new shirt, so shut up about that too. Now, let's get down to dirty business. This is the dirty job, man. This is a dirty job. It's a nasty job, but someone pretty's got to do it. Who else to do it than me? You see how fun I can be from having a little bit of a royal salute to you all. Although, oh, look at that. This is like gold. This is like yellow gold. This is pure gold. Now this is pure gold. Look at that. Look at how the gold reflects. That tells you this is a great scotch. This is a 21-year-old scotch. I haven't even tasted it yet. Just from smelling it, I get my high, man. High. Yeshi, did you drink from this? I don't think so. You've been acting a little tipsy. By the way, this is also moon, which we'll discuss. Because moon represents liquor. So, hey, what better video to use this than today's video? So yeah, we're going to be talking about moon. Moon. Chandra. Soma. And this is my Soma. So yeah, so we're going to be discussing what moon represents in Vedic astrology. And I know I was supposed to do this just 2 days ago, but I just couldn't because I was so busy with work and other things. So yeah, let's get started. So moon. Where is moon? So moon, guys, what does moon represents? Okay, so moon represents a lot of things. Okay. The first thing that moon represents, obviously, is the mother. Moon is the mother. Moon is a person that nourishes you, takes care of you. Now remember, moon is not just the karka of mother. Moon is also the karka of father. Remember what I just said, what a mother is. Somebody who nourishes you, takes care of you, gives you all the love. That becomes a mother. So like a lot of people say, you know, my father was like my mother. Well, that is the moon also. Moon kind of represents this general perspective of the parents, the people who take care of you when you're young. Okay, so that's moon. Then moon represents, obviously, queen. Because sun is the king, moon is the queen. Sun is the father, moon is the mother. The mother is usually the spouse of the father. Okay, moon represents royalty. Because a queen and a king are treated royally. So they represent royalty. Now, there's a difference between sun and moon royalty. Sun, as you know, in this day and age represents the federal government. The government that we all pay taxes to. The government that uses our taxes to do absolutely nothing. They just benefit their friends. That's federal government these days. Then you have moon. What is moon? Moon represents state government, local government. You know, like when you go to your government committees, your state government, your state governor, that person is ruled by the moon. So let's say one is a prime minister, like in US, there's a president. Okay, so there's a president who controls everything. But then out of the 50 states, those states are governed by the governor, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, who completely ruined California. That is moon, because it's below, it's subservient to the king. Now, of course, You're gonna probably then come after me with the pitchforks and parades and protests. Oh, how can queens be subservient to the king? Just quiet down. This is Vedic astrology. Okay, these are just simply terms. Don't get me started on it, otherwise I'll drink more. Then, moon represents, in direction wise, moon represents the northeast direction. So whenever you're heading north, or whenever you're heading northeast, that's the moon. That's the moon's direction. Moon is obviously the mind. All the trash that is filled up here, that's the moon. All the thoughts that we get 24/7, it's based on our hard drive, which is the moon. See, moon out there, like we have today, the blood moon. Moon is the biggest hard drive given by this universe. See, we go for our little small hard drives, our little thumb drives. You know where this concept came from? You store something somewhere so you can be accessed later on. It's the moon. There's a reason behind why NASA has not gone back to the moon since the 1960s. When you get too close to the hard drive, not good. This is why they say hard drive is like, it stores all the pictures, all the videos, all the documents. So that's what moon is. Moon is holding all your images, your thoughts from previous lives, which keep recycling like a recycling bin, like a trash can, just throwing up all the trash again and again. That's what rebirth is. You got to remember. It's simply you're just recycling like a trash can. And I'm going to make a video on this, actually. It's very important. On your purpose of life, your destiny, you know, your ability to leave a legacy. What is all this? So this represents the moon. And the moon is a very kapha and, you know, airy and windy planet. It causes all the joshas related to the kapha, these Ayurvedic josha. But moon is a sattvic planet. It's a pure planet. It's purely transparent. So moon represents the white color and moon represents transparent color. Anything which is white, milky, transparent, see, like this. I don't know if you can see me through this. Almost you can see me through this. See? Ah, there I am. Oh, that's moon. This is why moon actually represents not just pearl in terms of gems. Moon represents diamond. Why? Because diamond is clear. You can see through a diamond. You take any gemstones, if you can see through it, it has the qualities of the moon. Moon reflects. And moon is actually the significance of face. So whenever somebody gets a face injury, don't just look at the second house, but moon somehow is involved, because moon is actually that real true beauty. Remember, Venus is the princess, right? But where did the princess come from? Princess came from the queen and the king. That means who is the first holder of beauty? It's not the daughter, it's the mother. That's why beauty is seen through the moon. This is why moon ruled nakshatras like Rohini, you know, Swati, are nakshatras related to beauty. And Hasta a little bit, yeah, but mainly Swati and Rohini, I have always seen whenever moon is in it or it's in the ascendant with the planet, a person has a very beautiful face. Not as beautiful as mine, but still, it's beautiful. Okay. And because what I just said, nakshatras, guess what moon represents? Moon is the karka of nakshatras. That's right. Moon signifies nakshatra. This is why the first emphasis of the nakshatra is given to the moon. The 27 lunar mansions is of the moon. Why is moon the karka of nakshatras and not the sun and or any other planet? Because when do we study nakshatras back 5,000 years ago, when nobody even knew telescopes, you went out at night and you looked up at the sky. And who is the significator of the sky and the or significator of night and ruler of the night? Moon. Moon is the one that allows you to see the nakshatras, the constellations. the seven sisters of Palladians. So moon represents is a significator of nakshatras. So people who are strongly ruled by moon, people who have very good moon qualities, they are excellent at interpreting the nakshatras. And like I said, moon is the mind. When the mind gets cluttered by other negative energies, it becomes mental illness. So moon represents any kind of a mental illness, whether it's schizophrenia, split personality, personality disorder. What is that called? Mood swings. There's another one. A complete bipolarism. Bipolarism is seen through the moon. Because remember, moon is a waving planet. It becomes full for only 2 minutes, then it goes back to, being waning, then waxing and waning. So the mind keeps going up and down, up and down. And what else goes up and down? The waves. Waves goes up and down, up and down. What other things go up and down? Stock market goes up and down, up and down. So many who thinks Mercury is the kark of stock market, it's actually versus the moon. Because stock market is like the phase of the moon. It's up one day 100 points, down 300 points. Like today was down 200 points. Tomorrow it could be up 400 points. It's like up and down. So not only you should study Mercury, but moon. Because moon is the intelligence of the market. Moon actually represents intelligence as well. Obviously, Jupiter is a main significator of intelligence, but moon is the mind. And mind shows your thoughts. So let's say if I had an idea, I'm sitting, back in the late 20s. Ooh, E equals MC squared. Well, that came from my thoughts. That came from this garbage of calculation I was doing in my mind, which doesn't really mean anything to this universe. But I came up and I showed myself, hey, look, I'm intelligent. I just figured out this relativity theory of relativity. Moon also represents pregnancy, menstrual cycle, and like bearing a child. And for those who really want to know about childbirth as well, like anytime moon is transiting 1st, 7th, 14th, and 21st nakshatra from your moon nakshatra or the ascendant nakshatra, especially from the ascendant, both you and your spouse, if that particular nakshatra matches, that's the day you can conceive a child. So you see how moon is strongly connected to nakshatras. It allows you to create life through nakshatra. Moon represents anything which is sensual, good smells and flowers, good food, healthy food, nutritious food. Because see, moon represents milk. Milk is the very first thing that we have through our mother. So that's why it's the most nutritious things. So anything which is the most potent and nutrition, it's moon. Now, moon is not going to represent your steaks. Moon is not going to represent your pizza and hamburger. Moon represents pure foods that really are healthy for you. Red meat is not healthy. White meat is not healthy for you. These are the most unhealthiest things. And especially the only time a person should consume meat is if they're living in Alaska or North Pole or Siberia. That's where those are the people who really should be eating meat, and that's it. But the thing is, we're so addicted to it, like a drug. It's like we just consume it on a daily basis, most of us. Moon also represents sleep. What happens when night comes on? Naturally, you want to fall asleep and you want to go to bed. And this is why moon represents pleasures. See, moon is a very soft planet. It represents pleasure, whether it's sexual pleasure, intellectual pleasure. However, because moon is wavy, up and down, waxing, waning, moon is the least planet to be relied on. This is why affairs are seen from the moon. People with afflicted moon will have multiple affairs. People with like mutual aspect with Venus, conjunction with Venus, conjunction to Rahu, can bring about, that quarrel mind that is always waving. Like they have relationship with this one person today, but suddenly the moon is now waning or waxing. So now they're no longer interested in this person. Now they want to go to the next person. So as much as we think moon is sattvic and pure, It has its downfalls. Again, it's like downfall in this society. Maybe 10,000 years ago, it wasn't a downfall. Maybe that's why people had 20 husbands and 30 wives. But it represents chanchal mind, meaning the wavy mind, wandering mind, not satisfied with something. Why? Because first it was full, now it is waning. So now its qualities are changing, it looks is changing, and especially moon represents change of phases, where the body pulls up, contracts. One day you're 2 pounds heavier, the other day you're 5 pounds lighter. When this fluctuation of weights happen, the person is very strongly ruled by moon. Then moon represents a selfish person. Moon represents selfishness. Why would moon represent selfishness? Because moon is a mother. And a mother will always look out for its child first. It will not feed the husband first. It will not feed her 16-year-old daughter or 17-year-old son first. The first thing it'll do, if it has a baby, if it has a toddler, the toddler will be fed first. That's the strongest connection the mother has. So mother becomes selfish. I'm going to feed this child first before anybody else gets fed. The moon represents that clinginess, that selfishness. Moon, obviously, as you know, represents, according to Jaimini, music, arts, writing, literature. Venus also represents literature, but moon is the #1 significator of writing and music. If you want to be a musician, if you're a musician, your moon has to be strong. And especially if your moon is in the ascendant, 3rd or 5th from your Karakamsha Lagna, you are a natural born writer and you will be successful in writing. You will make money through writing. And it's not just me saying it, it's actually the sage Parasha or Rishi Jaimini saying it. Then moon also represents anything which comforts us, right? So food comforts us. So what else is comforting? First of all, home is comforting. Outside right now, I think it's 19 degrees right now outside. And here I am in my warm room and home where I don't have to wear, 30 layers of sweater. So it's comforts. Hotels, motels, bed and breakfasts, restaurants, kitchen is the moon, because all these places are nourishing you. So in a kitchen, there's food. Food nourishes you. Hotel, you have a little temporary home. You have, your guest services. So that is represented by the moon. Moon represents places like nursery, gardens, places where you can buy plants. That's moon. Moon, like the sun, moon also represents the beach because it is water. So river shores are seen through the moon. Any place where there's water is the moon. Swimming pools are the moon. Anything like bed, comforts, where you're sleeping, because moon is asleep. Where do you sleep? Most of the time you sleep on bed. So moon represents that. Moon also represents, like I was telling you with the mother, it actually represents also any person who's like your mother, like a stepmother, some lady who may have found you in a dumpster somewhere and just nourished you. So it doesn't have to be biological mother. A mother is somebody that can be anything and anyone who nourishes you. You could be raised by wolves, and that wolf who raised you would be your mother. So it has its, meaning. Moon, like the beaches, moon represents salt. So sand is represented by sun, but salt, which is in the water, is represented by moon. Anytime when moon is balanced, when our mind is balanced, what do we feel? We feel happy, right? We feel calm. Calmness and happiness is the moon. So these are all the significance of the moon that we use on daily work life, daily routines, our daily thought processes. Okay, and moon can represent, many things. Like in terms of food, it represents rice, certain types of dal, certain types of vegetables. Even like certain types of fishes are controlled by the moon. Obviously, moon represents all the water creatures within. So that is the moon. So I hope this has enlightened you a little bit on how to study the moon. So let's say if you want to see if somebody's going to have a royal life in their life, you want to see how strong the moon is. You want to see which house the moon rules. So all the royalties that you see, whether it's the president, whether it's was Princess Diana or the royal family or Amitabh Bachchan, or you even may think Kim Kardashian is a royalty. Whomever you treat as a royalty, that part of their royalty is number one is going to be signified by moon. The sun is the king. Okay, the sun can be in no clothes, dirty clothes. Sun can be in always, in any kind of a condition, but sun will always be respected. And sun will demand that respect. Moon signifies the qualities of the regal royal environment because it's the queen. The queen will not come out without makeup, without properly dressing herself. So, when a celebrity comes in, a president comes in, there's motorcades and red carpet and, chandeliers and lavish, environment. More than Venus, that is the moon, that is royalty. So what do we know about royalty? What do we first thing we think of when we think of royalty? We think of, like the kingdom in UK or Monaco or Belgium, any kind of like a presidential like person or some high celebrity, number one top celebrity who are treated like royalties. That's why they say, oh, they're being treated like royalties. Why? Because you see them going in a private jet, coming out of a limo, driving a Ferrari, or driving some regal Bentley or Rolls Royce. But a president, a male, the son can be in a military uniform. Like if you look at Saddam Hussein, that was royalty. But Saddam Hussein was in military outfit. He was in his office pretty much the whole time. When you walked in, you didn't see too much of regal royalness. He was out in the field killing someone with the gun. You knew that is royalty. Let's not mess with him. But where was the queen? Queen, his wife, Mrs. Hussein, was in the palace. They're like, okay, now we're gonna go to the queen. Yeah, we have to make sure everything looks like this. There's flowers around. She likes this. She likes that. So that's why, if when it comes to royalty, actually like seeing the royalty, it's the moon first, then the sun. But sun is the significator. That okay, like because see, the sun is a very hot planet. Whatever environment you give to the sun is gonna burn it. So if sun is here, and I tell sun, I got you this palace, beautiful palace here. Well, what's gonna happen to that palace? It's gonna get burned. But moon is cool. If I bring a palace to the moon is going to embrace it like, oh, okay, thank you. The moon is going to embrace it and drink it. So hopefully, this has given you guys enough information. And also, moon finds its directional strength in the fourth house. Moon is the significator of the fourth house. So anything which is represented by the home is the moon. Okay, the fourth house represents home, land, real estate, kitchen. But it's not vehicles. Vehicles is more Venus. However, moon shows the overall quality of the fourth house. And especially because fourth house is where the night time is. and moon only is seen at night. This is why it has its directional strength. Okay. So anyway, guys, hopefully this has helped you. And we will cover Mars tomorrow. I'll cover Mars tomorrow. What do I have to do? Oh, leave in the comment section which planet should I cover through nakshatra next. Do you want Jupiter? Do you want Mars? Do you want Mercury? Whatever, we have covered Saturn, Rahu, Venus, so yeah, Ketu's left. Maybe we should do Ketu, because Ketu is really you. So anyway, we will see you guys tomorrow. Otherwise, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your planet replacements are, all your astrological details and consultations, go to astrologycares.com. Otherwise, we'll see you later.